no bones about it, by peachpety. Summary. To remain eligible to play football for Hogwarts University, Harry needs to pass his Gen Bio exam. Too bad he chose the course based on the hotness of the TA and not the leniency of the professor. With the help of his friends and the magic 8-ball, Harry seeks tutoring from Draco Malfoy, hot TA. Q. Chance encounters, flirting in library nooks, and prophecies fulfilled. This is an alternate universe Harry Potter fanfiction, set at college and university, where Harry Potter is a jock and Draco Malfoy is a nerd. Enjoy. Harry slaps a plastic skeleton hand on the worn wooden counter next to the till. "Quiz me." Ron shifts a lollipop from one side of his mouth to the other and continues to doodle in his sketchbook. "Didn't we just do this?" "That was the pelvic girdle." "Heh, pelvis." Harry mirrors Ron's grin and collapses his face into a pout. "Come on, dude. I have to ace the skeleton ID exam tomorrow." Ron scratches his pencil to add shading to his sketch and blows away graphite debris. "You just want to impress your TA." "Maybe," Hermione says from her perch on the stool beside Ron. "He just wants to get a good grade." "Yeah, Ron, maybe I want a good grade." "Nah," Ron says. "You just want to get boned." "Nice, and yeah, Hermione, maybe I want to get boned." Hermione rolls her eyes and returns to copying notes from a pile of papers and textbooks scattered on the counter around her. Intricate diagrams and bizarre chemical hieroglyphic fill the page. Harry appeals to her with skeleton prayer hands. "Hermione, how—" "I gave you a study guide weeks ago, color-coded and cross-referenced." "Yeah, about that. I use it for collage," Ron says. Hermione squawks, mouth open in shock. Harry cringe smiles. "What?" Ron glanced between them, lollipop bulging his cheek, face a mask of innocent confusion. "It was awesome. I got an A." Harry points a skeleton finger at Hermione. "I've a bone to pick with you anyway." "That's a flush, but whatever." "You said this class would be easy. Oh, Harry, take the general biology class for non-majors." Hermione slams her biochemistry book closed. "It would have been easy if you'd done as I suggested and taken McGonagall's Jen's bio class. She's a massive Owls football fan, and you're the star catcher." "Wide receiver, but whatever." "But no," Hermione continues. "You had to pick Professor Snape's class because you thought the TA was, and I quote, wicked hot." "I mean, where's the lie?" "I still don't see the appeal." Ron pops the lollipop from his mouth and wrinkles his nose. "Draco Malfoy, son of Lucius, benefactor of Hogwarts University. Honestly, is there a building on campus that doesn't bear the Malfoy name? Blonde assheads, both of them." "Well, we all have our assets, don't we?" Hermione mutters, casting round a sidelong glance. "And Harry, I told you Professor Snape was notoriously tough on everyone, football players especially. You could say McGonagall is humorous and Snape is the sternum." She sniggers, then sobers at Harry's fled expression. "Sorry." "Snape is well beyond stern." Harry shudders. "It's like he's looking for an excuse to fail me." And Harry needs to pass this exam to be eligible to play. Their opponent next week is Durmstrang. As intended receiver in more than half of Wood's plays, Wood would have an aneurysm if Harry were sidelined. He silently curses his past self for thinking with his stick. Arthur Weasley emerges from behind a Halloween display of mad scientist's potion laboratory, manned by a trio of life-sized witches. The sequin eyes of the ghost appliques stitched to his orange sweater shimmer in the glow of the fake Bunsen burners heating colored potions to a boil. In Harry's opinion, it's the best Prude Home Goods Halloween display yet, second only to the zombie apocalypse from last year. "How's it going?" Arthur says. "Lots of Halloween sales today, I hope." Hermione beams. "I start the big creepy animated clown." Did you really? And I rang up the sale, Harry adds. They all three look pointedly at Ron, who maintains his laser focus on the sketch and ignores them. Brilliant, Arthur says brightly. And you two aren't even our employees. Have some candy. Picks up the plastic jack-o'-lantern bucket nestled in the lap of an articulated skeleton wearing a fedora and seated next to the till. A handful of miniature candy bars rattles around inside. Looks like Indiana Bones needs a refill. They stare at Ron. He continues to draw, oblivious. Honestly. Hermione hops off the stool, shoves Ron's long leg out of the way, and grabs a bag of Halloween candy from the hidden shelves under the counter. Before she can hand the bag to Arthur, Ron traps her against the counter with his arm. Ron takes the bag and passes it to his dad. Hermione sticks out her tongue and ducks out from one strap. Pink blush blooms on her cheeks as she makes a mess searching through her papers. She hands Harry her skeleton study guide. Don't wait until the final hour next time. Harry takes hold of the papers with his skeleton hands. I love you. She huffs a close, smart snigger and, tugging at one of her curls, sneaks a peek at Ron. Just keep it away from that asshat. Arthur dumps the bag of candy into the pumpkin container and replaces it in Indiana Bones's lap. Still studying skeleton, Harry? Yes, Harry whines. The human body has so many bones. So many. How many? Hermione asks sharply. Harry scratches his head with bony fingers, phalanges. 205. No, 6. 206. Hermione nods, pleased. Bone us points for Harry. Arthur winks and tosses Harry a candy bar. He takes one for himself and sings, The backbone's connected to the neck bone. This candy is for customers, Molly Weasley says, approaching the counter from the back of the office. She takes the candy from Arthur and replaces it with his jacket. You'll ruin your supper. She gives Harry the chocolate and pats his cheek. But you can have as much as you like, of course. The shop door opens and a jangling bell announces entering customers. Welcome to Pruitt Home Goods, Ron calls out, lifting himself from his slouch into a big stretch. Ha! Arthur says, grinning. He can be trained. He tosses a candy to Ron. Molly adjusts her coat collar. We're off. Oh, someone has set the skeleton dogs humping over in the pillows and blanket again. Finnegan, Harry and Ron say in unison. Molly continues. And the cauldron shipment arrived this morning. They aren't going to sort themselves. Mom. And please don't forget about the customers. Oh, and the alarm. Remember to set it when you close up tonight. Go. Ron shoos her out with a sketchbook. I've got this. We've got this, Hermione amends. Molly pats Hermione's arms and gives her a piece of candy. Thank you, dear. Harry waves a skeletal farewell to Ron's parent. They exit into the waning autumn light and merge with the bustle of shoppers crowding the sidewalks, carrying pumpkins and fall flowers from the farmer's market. Arthur immediately gets tangled in the leash of a labradoodle. Molly flails about, laughing with the dog's owner while attempting to free her husband. Your parents are adorable, Harry says. Ron picks up his pencil and hunches over his drawing. They're cooks. Harry pets Ron's ginger fringe with the skeleton hand. Cosme? No. Was me. Ron sets down his pencil and grabs a magic 8-ball set next to Indiana Bones. He shakes it and consults the viewing window. More sources say no. Harry bends the skeleton finger so the hands flip Ron off. You're a pain in my coccyx. Huh, coccyx. Hermione snorts. And who's the cook now? Magic balls and spirits. Ridiculous. Scoff all you want, Ron says imperiously. The spirits never lie. Hermione settles back to her books and Ron to his sketch. Harry stares at Hermione's notes for what seems an eternity until the word blurs into illegible blot. If only he had some inspiration, something, anything involving a certain blonde TA. Kissing would be great, or light petting, and then maybe he could remember these stupid bones. Fuck. Seriously? He flails his arm in a little pity dance. Where is my dark academia boyfriend who rewards me with kisses in hidden corners of the library, huh? He's behind you, Hermione says flatly. Harry glances over his shoulder and his stomach plummets, heat rising to his face. Draco approaches the checkout counter with a basket full of Halloween decorations. He's completely perfect, from his tidy haircut and long lashes to his bookish, tweedy coat over a charcoal sweater. Ranger, he says, all posh and delectable. He nods at Ron and shifts eye-grey eyes to Harry. Harry raises the skeleton hand in greeting, realizing too late that it's still flipping the bird. He quickly deflects with a scrub to the back of his head, but the bony finger gets tangled in his curls. Ron whispers to the 8-ball. Will Harry die from embarrassment? He shows Harry the answer. Without a doubt. Harry throws the hand at his head. A petite girl with short black hair and an armful of plush Halloween toys joins Draco at the counter. She pops her gum and smirks at Draco. Oh, looky, darling. It's our famous football player. You know, the one you lost your grey little mind over when you read the class roster. Draco coughs and plunks the shopping basket on the counter. And where in this shop might I find a guillotine? He sneers at the girl. Pixie-cut heads must roll. The girl blows a bubble to pop in Draco's face. She leans on her elbows on the counter, props her chin on her hand, and gives Ron the once-over. I'm Pansy, and you are? Ron. He leans on his forearms. Sup? Nothing. Pansy pinches the gum held in her teeth and stretches it, twisting it around her finger. Sup with you? Nothing. Ron sucks his lollipop. Sup with you? Hermione clicks her tongue and digs into Draco's basket. She retrieves a large, hairy spider and places it on the counter. Ron screams and scrabbles backwards, knocking the 8-ball to roll into Indiana bones. Draco sniggers and catches Harry's eye. They share a smile, and Harry has to glance away, overwhelmed by the buzz rattling his bones. Hermione smiles pleasantly at Draco. Aside from the guillotine, did you find everything you wanted? I didn't see any cauldrons, Draco said. And here I thought this was the best Halloween shop in town. Ron glares. Of course we have cauldrons. They're in some storeroom. Hermione motions to Harry. Harry can show you. I can? Hermione's eyes widen, and she tilts her head. Right, Harry exclaims. Yeah, follow me. After a moment of hard staring and some kind of bizarre, silent communication between Pansy and Draco, Harry leads them past the witchy potions display and through the candles. The aisle between the low shelves is narrow. Draco crowds closer, his shoulders nearly brushing Harry. If Harry shifts his hand just a tad, he can take a hold of Draco's phalanges. So, you work here? Draco says. Nah. Harry stuffs his hand into his jeans pocket. I helped out a lot in the summer growing up. The Weasleys practically adopted me. There. He rounds an end-capped pile with black and orange throw blankets and nearly trips over the humping skeleton dogs. Really nice. He skirts the dogs. Anyway, I have classes with Hermione. Draco blurts. Pre-med, yeah? Draco does, and Harry hastily adds, Hermione bitches about you when you score higher on exams. Yeah, well, she's annoyingly smart. She's an acquired taste, definitely. Harry softens his smile. She's always been that way. So you and she are? Draco gestures to the dogs in flagranti. Harry laughs. No, we're friends. Since we were 11. Same with Ron. No, I'm a single Pringle. He stops at a closed door. Here we are. The storage space comprises a large room filled with the metal shelves stacked with overflow merchandise. In an open space tucked away in the midst of the shelf, boxes sit neatly stacked on pallets. Harry opens a box. cauldrons," he announces. "These are pewter, standard size too." He opens another box. "And I think, yeah, these are plastic, various sizes." "Thanks." Draco edges closer to inspect the merchandise. In the soft overhead lighting, his blonde hair glows. Harry has never really thought about it, but the atmosphere in the storeroom is intimate and, dare he think it, romantic? Draco picks up a cauldron. "Actually, I'm glad to have you alone." The air whooshes out of Harry's lungs. Oh? Oh God, he's not prepared. Odd, given that he's thought about this moment since the semester began. He's sure he has chocolate breath from that fucking candy, and he's worn this plaid flannel shirt for 3, maybe 4 days now. He chews on the fleshy inside of his cheeks to keep from giggling madly, because if they kissed, fuck, he would literally die. "Could I get—" Draco fiddles with the cauldron's handle. "The Ginger's phone number?" Harry bites his cheek hard, and does, in fact, die a little on the inside. Yeah, sure. I mean, sure." He certainly didn't see that coming. Harry can reluctantly see Ron's appeal. He's tall for one, and Hermione's right about that sexy brooding artist thing he has going. He's funny, and he's the best mate a guy could have. He's a goddamn catch. Well, fuck. Draco is looking at him expectantly, and Harry's heart sinks. "Give me a phone," he says. "I'll enter Ron's number." Draco cups his phone to his chest and after several taps to the screen, hands it over to Harry. Harry chuckles at the name Draco entered in the contact screen. Ginger Weasley. Annoying. To each his bone. Harry types in Ron's number and takes a moment to watch Draco dig through the boxes, inspecting each cauldron to find the perfect one, scrunching his nose at the rejects. Harry's heart flutters. He sighs. Damn, this boy really does check all his boxes. On a whim, Harry creates another new contact before returning Draco's phone and helping him with the cauldron. The moment the door closes behind Draco and Pansy carrying cloth bags full of their Halloween purchases, Ron flips the open sign to closed and pounces. "Dude, you were back there forever. Bring up a cauldron full of hot, strong love, mayhaps?" "Ew, what? No." Ron picks up the magic 8-ball. "Oh, benevolent spirits, was Harry jumping Malfoy's bones in the storeroom?" He lifts an eyebrow and reads, "Reply hazy. Try again." "Well, it's not a no. The spirits can fuck off because it's a decidedly no." Ron inhales a sharp breath and clutches the 8-ball to his chest. "You dare slander the spirits? All I'm saying is that the thing is wrong." Hermione pauses, stuffing her books and paper into her bag. "What did happen?" "We looked at the cauldrons." Ron's lifted eyebrow slowly descends into a frown. "That is a terrible story." "It's true," Harry says. It wasn't the right time to make a move." "How? You're in the back room. It's just the two of you alone. It's low light and kind of romantic. Come on, Hermione, back me up here." "Sounds like bad fanfiction." Ron grabs her hand. "Ow!" "You're reaching for the cauldron. He reaches for Ron too. Your hands touch." Ron pulls her flush against his chest, nose to nose. Hermione's lips part in a silent gasp. Harry stops breathing. For a suspended moment he thinks Ron's going to kiss her. Then Ron trills, "Oh, Draco, my blonde ferret, rail me amongst those cauldrons." "Ew!" Hermione shoves away from Ron, her face bright pink. She snatches the 8-ball and shakes it savagely. "I think the magic ball is working. The spirits are telling me you're a dumbass." She shoulders her book back and heads to the exit. "Hermione, wait, come on." Ron chuckles. "Man, she makes it too easy." Harry shakes his head. I'll see you later. Ron shoots him finger guns. Bon voyage. Harry exits the shop and trots to catch up to Hermione, who is power-walking up the pavement. Ahead, the university clock tower stands illuminated against the darkening sky. He falls into step beside her, inhaling the cold autumn air deeply. He bumps her with his shoulder. He really is a dumbass. She pulls up the hood of Ron's hoodie, her hair fluffs out around her shoulders. Her chuckles hold no mirth. It's fine. I'm fine. Insert dog in a burning house meme. Her laugh now sounds genuine. I am fine. But you did miss a prime opportunity tonight. Maybe I'm the dumbass. We both are. Hermione links her arm with Harry's and rests her head on his shoulder. But really, why didn't you make a move? He asked for Ron's number. Hermione stops so abruptly that Harry is yanked backwards. Her book bag slams into his thigh. What? I debated whether or not to tell you. She stands mute. See, Harry says. I knew I shouldn't have said anything. No, yes, I'm... She brushes stray hair from her face. I'm sorry. You're saying Draco Malfoy asked for Ron's number. Draco Malfoy. The blonde yahoo who was just in Pruitt's? Hey, I happen to like that blonde yahoo. But yes, that's why I couldn't very well swoop in with a, hey, wanna hang out? They resume walking arms linked. Well, not with that game. Wanna hang out? Really? It's as bad as sup nothing, sup with you. Still, he wanted Ron's number. Harry kicks a loose rock to skitter up the pavement. It's a conundrum. From Harry's back pocket, his phone pings. He checks the notification and harumphs. So, here's another conundrum. Ron just texted me. Holy shit, dude, Pansy just texted me. Is there some magical love potion that has everyone falling in love for Ron? I mean, dude's my best mate, but come on. They've caught up to the rock. Harry kicks it further ahead. Maybe a little too hard. It pings off of a parked car. Okay, wait. So now Pansy's texted Ron? This is wonderful. You're awfully happy about your crush lurking on another girl. That's whatever, but don't you see? She hugs Harry's arm in excitement. Draco must have given Pansy Ron's number. He asked for Ron's number on Pansy's behalf. It's the only logical explanation. I don't know. They walk in silence along the final block of Main Street until it T-bones into the avenue surrounding Hogwarts University's main campus. At night, the school is well lit. Lampposts spotlight mature trees whose russet autumn leaves match the red bricks that comprise all the campus building. Harry's phone buzzes again, and he hesitates. On one hand, he's happy for Ron and all his prospective suitors, but on the other, he kinda wants to punch his freckled nose. Curiosity gets the better of him, however, and he checks the notification. It's a number he doesn't recognize. He opens the texting app and draws up short, jolting Hermione to a halt. Her book bag smacks into his thigh again. It's going to leave a mark, but he doesn't care. Unknown number. You put your number in my contacts. He stares. Holy shit. What? I may have done something reckless. You? No. Harry smirks. So, fun fact, I did give Draco my number. I was typing in Ron's and I just created a new contact for me. I didn't think he'd notice, let alone use it. Harry stares at the words. Is he angry? Is he happy? Fuck, text. It's so hard to tell. Okay, that's it. Hermione grabs Harry's arm and leads him with determination towards a large brick building situated in an open lawn off the left. Harry trails along, tripping over fallen acorns. Whoa, slow down. Where are we going? The library, of course. Inside the library is warm and still, a book-lined cocoon. Hermione approaches the main counter behind which sits a dark-haired guy. He looks up from his textbook and gives Hermione a dimpled smile. Hermione, hi. Hey, Theo. Burning the midnight oil. You know it never ends. It's why I took the night shift. May as well get paid while I study. Harry, this is Theo Nutt. He spends as much time here as I do. Architecture student turned pre-med, Theo says. That's who populates the library in the evenings. He leans forward conspiratorially and whispered, I saved your favorite study room for you. Gosh, thank you. Hermione tugs at her hair, pulling a curl through her fingers. That's very thoughtful. It's nothing. Just wait here and I get the key. Actually, Theo, I'm going to take Harry to the back corner. To study, Harry interjects. We're here to study. Yes, study only. Takes a hold of Hermione's shoulder and directs her away from the desk. I'll send her right back. It's the other direction, Hermione whispers. Harry drives Hermione in the opposite direction. Once hidden by the stacks, he releases her. What the hell was that about? Hermione huffs, readjusting her book bag. Theo's into you. What? No, what? Hermione tugs at her hair again. Harry points at her. You like him? You do that thing with your hair when you like a boy. He releases the curl and bites her thumbnail. He is cute. He is hella cute. Dark hair, chocolate eyes, smart. I bet he has a nice ass, I can tell. Your bithos is showing maybe you should date him. This gentleman prefers blondes. He follows Hermione through a labyrinth of shelves past a grouping of comfy-looking chairs commandeered by students and deeper and deeper into the stacks. Where the fuck are you taking me? He stops suddenly at the termination of a bookshelf and gestures. Harry peers cautiously around the shelf corner, half expecting to find a portal to another dimension. Instead, he finds a small study cubicle tucked into a secluded corner, empty except for a boy he recognizes immediately. Your Dark Academia boyfriend awaits. She smiles smugly. You're welcome. I really do love you. Ron doesn't deserve you, you know. I know, but maybe a dark-haired architect with chocolate eyes does. She kisses his cheeks and indicates Draco with a lift of her chin. Make a move, dumbass. Leaves Harry to peer between the shelves, over the tops of the books. Draco is deep into his studies, intently focused on the papers spread out on a table. He's got a pen held in his teeth, one tucked behind his ear, and is writing out notes with a third. He throws down the pen and stretches his arms overhead, tilting back in his chair until he's balancing on two back legs. His neck arches, exposing his Adam's apple, a tall peak Harry wants to scale with his tongue. Harry opens the texting app on his phone, saves Draco's number, and types. To future boyfriend. Didn't take you long to find it. Draco's phone buzzes. A prim little smile transforms his face as he reads, and Harry's heart leaps around his chest, slamming into his lungs. Draco taps his thumbs rapidly on the screen. Harry's phone buzzes. I don't have many cute jocks in my contest. You forgot singer. Cute jock and singer. An important distinction. But I'm concerned. And what could the else celebrated WR? Fret his pretty curls over. How many single cute jocks you got in your contacts, because however many, I better be cute jock number 1. The list reads thus. First, Harry Potter. End of list. Harry leans against the stacks and bites his knuckles. He peeks at Draco again and is suddenly overcome with nervousness. He opens his internet browser and finds the Magic 8-Ball website. Spirits don't fail me now. In the question prompt window, he types, Will I score with my crush? And then he taps Shake 8-Ball button. The image shakes and the words appear in the murky blue window. Outlook good. Yes, he mutters. Okay, Potter, you're the youngest wide receiver to play first string in decades. You've broken every Hogwarts University receiving yard record. You got this. He pounds his left shoulder, right shoulder, and pumps his knees and arms, exhaling in short puffs, before bursting around the shelves as if exiting the Albus P.W.B. Dumbledore Stadium tunnel to take the field. Draco, hi. Draco startles, his eyes widen, and the chair balances before toppling over backwards. Oh, shit. Harry has to kneel at his side. Are you okay? Draco blinks rapidly at the ceiling a few times. On the floor. His eyes shift to Harry. Hi. Hi. Harry smiles. Here, let me help you. He grabs Draco's arm and helps him to sit up. Fuck, he smells amazing, like paper and cinnamon and sunlight on an open field. Draco focuses dazed eyes on Harry. What are you doing here? Working on you from behind the stacks, he thinks. Studying for Snape's exams, he says. He moves to collect Draco's pens and papers littering the ground. I'm sorry for startling you. He locates Draco's phone under the desk. The screen lights up and Harry pauses. An image of a Hogwarts U football player in full gear photographed from behind fills Draco's lock screen. Emblazoned on the player's jersey is number 18. Harry's number. And a pink heart is drawn to frame his butt, with animated sparkles. The earth slows its spin, and in the quick eternity it takes for Harry to process the fact that Draco Malfoy, his ultimate crush, has his photo with a sparkly heart butt as a lock screen, Draco's face contorts in realization, and he turns a paler shade of pale. Wait! He scrambles to take back his phone. Harry holds it out of reach. You have a picture of me? I can explain. With a heart drawn on my... Draco snatches the phone and sits back down. The color returns to his face and he's getting pinker by degrees. I have so many questions, Harry says, barely able to contain his glee. Draco stands and, averting his gaze, straightens papers and pens knocked askew on the desk. I'm an owl football fan. Clearly. Pansy sent it to me, with the edits, the bitch. He lifts his chin defiantly. Fine. What will it take? Harry frowns. I don't follow. What will it take for you to forget about the fact that I have an edited photo of you as my lock screen? Oh, I don't. Harry Hall. He came here with a purpose, and he's been handed an opportunity. Outlook, good. Don't be a dumbass. Help me with Snape's exam. If you expect me to give you the answers. No. Harry rises. No, of course not. It's just, I'm having a hard time with bones. I mean, like the bones in my hand. So much for not being a dumbass. I need help with the memorization. Draco takes a moment to decide, his expression inscrutable. Harry chews on his bottom lip. Finally, Draco picks up his chair, brushes off his jumper, and sits primly. Well? Harry hastily drags over a nearby chair, flips it backwards, and straddles it. Give me your hand, Draco commands. Harry stretches out his arm. Draco takes hold of his hand, and Harry's heart rate bumps up a notch. There are 27 bones in the hand, Draco says, affecting his posh TA voice. Harry's heart revs faster. Draco turns Harry's hand palm up, sweat glistening in his palm lines, but Draco doesn't seem to notice or care. Thank fuck. His attention is focused, allowing Harry to freely study the fold of his fringe over his forehead, the tiny scar over his left eyebrow, the fan of dark eyelashes. The carpals or wrist accounts for 8. Draco glides his fingertips over the sensitive skin inside Harry's wrist, tracing blue veins and sending chills up Harry's arm. The palm has 5 metacarpal bones, 1 to each of the 5 digits. Draco plays elegant fingers to gently scratch neatly trimmed nails with pearly half-moons against Harry's palm. Harry's eyelids flutter, and he welcomes the warmth seeping through his muscles. And the remaining 14 are digitobones, Draco says, voice hushed. Also called phalanges or phalanx bones, 3 in each finger. He pinches the base of Harry's forefinger, the proximal. A pinch at the callus in the middle, the middle. He squeezes the tip, and the distal. Before Draco lets go of Harry's fingertips, Harry laces their fingers together. Let's see if I can remember, yeah? Draco nods. 27 bones. Harry releases Draco's hand and turns the palm up. 8 carpals. He bows his head to brush his lips over the creamy, soft skin on the inside of Draco's wrist. Draco's breath hitches. 5 metacarpals. He plants a kiss to Draco's palm and then another. 5 kisses in total. Draco's breath deepens, his chest rising and falling with the force of it. And 3 phalanx bones in the fingers. Harry bows his head again, and locking eyes with Draco, bites gently at the soft flesh inside Draco's fingers at the base. Proximal. Draco leans in, eyes darkening as Harry nibbles on the ink-stained skin mid-finger. Middle, he says softly. Gently, bites travel upwards. Distal, he murmurs before he sucks Draco's fingertips onto his tongue. A soft moan escapes Draco's parted lips. He's so close, his fringe is caught in Harry's curl. Harry draws Draco's finger through pursed lips to release it with a pop. They close the gap between them, both reaching, pulling, pressing, lips firm, then softening, tongues coaxing, mouths open. And Harry opens willingly, melting into the kiss until he's boneless, breathless. He pauses, gasping, inhaling Draco's exhale. So, how did I do? Good, Draco says, voice raspy. Yeah, fuck, you did good. A+. Harry nuzzles Draco's face, planting open-mouthed kisses on his top lip, bottom lip, mouth corner. Fuck, he may never stop kissing him. So, tibia clear. He smiles against Draco's lips. See what I did there? Draco bites Harry's bottom lip, pulling it taut before releasing it. Bona fide awful. Harry smiles again. Fuck, he may never stop smiling, ever. Tibia clear. You wanted Ron's number. For pansy, dumbass. It's a good thing you're cute. Except, I think. Harry taps his chin thoughtfully. I hope. I'm no longer single. Draco hums and taps on his phone. He holds it up for Harry to see. Harry's contact reads, Cute jock. Mine. Satisfied? Draco says. Not quite. I have to renegotiate on our deal. You've helped me prep for Snape's exam, but sorry, I'll never forget the fact that you have a picture of me on your lock screen. Oh, we aren't done here, Draco says, all business. There's more bones that need memorizing. 206 to be exact. His whisper goes over Harry's ear. 207, if you're lucky. I'm so going to ace this fucking test tomorrow. Harry cups the back of Draco's head, guiding him so that their lips align. I can feel it in my bones. The end. Thank you very much for listening to this wonderful story by peachpety. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I really hope you will be around tomorrow to listen to the next story of our little fall festivities. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you soon.